Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now we're going to pick up right where we left off. We have an amphibious invasion down here in Malaysia, trying to take Singapore. Basically the goal is going to be to cut off all of these troops up here, which are pretty heavily engaged at the moment. We've been attacking them quite a lot for quite a while, so they don't have a lot of organization. They're a little low on strength, some of these divisions, so I hope that pretty soon these guys are we're going to weaken them to a point where it's going to collapse. Now, a lot of people have been talking about, you know, there's tons and tons of British troops in Burma, and there are, but the British stacked all their troops in these two provinces right here. And if we look at the infrastructure mode, there's only three ways out. This one, which I control. This one, which I control. Keeping in mind, these darker gray ones, you cannot move troops into. So they can move this way. They can move this way. Oh, this one's only darker gray because it's damaged. I have guys in it. It has level 2. Level 1 you can't move into. So, can't move here. It's level 0. Can't move here. Level 0. Can't move here. Level 0. So that leaves this one, and down here, and up here. So if I cut off these roads, these guys are just going to wither on the vine. They are just going to suffer from lack of supplies. So I'm planning on wiping out all of these British divisions there. And once that happens, I mean, that's most of the British troops here. That's a ton of troops. And then probably what we'll do is, when we free up these guys, move them right down over here and just take the Burmese capital of Rangoon. Once one of these fronts is down, and probably this one, most of the actual troops over here will go to the Philippines, and we'll work on taking that. Now, we still have some work to do in New Guinea, but we're doing much better. Troops are moving where they need to be. I don't think I can move anybody here now. We're going to move along the coastline, basically. I feel like I have too many troops here, though, and I need to pull some out. Definitely the tanks are going to come out. Anybody damaged? Like these guys, I think I'm going to bring back to Japan so they're not drawing supplies from out here while they're just sitting in base repairing. Oh, thank God. These guys are just about ready to enter combat. I might give them just a few more ticks just to let these guys get up to strength. But we're getting back to the point where these guys can re-enter combat. Very happy about that. All right, what we got down over here? Just these guys. No big deal. Trying to reacquaint myself with what's going on. We finally have some movement here in Mongolia. It takes a while for these troops to get going anywhere, just because the provinces are actually kind of big, so there's just physically more land to cover, and it's kind of, you know, rough covering that kind of. It's not a great you know, low infrastructure, a lot of forest and mountains and hills and things like that. People are slow. Supplies, we're good. Maybe drop this down a little bit so there's a little bit more into production. Production's really been suffering these days. So they're trying to... it looks like they're trying to break out here again. That's not going to happen. They're not going to get anywhere doing that. Alright, which combat do we have? Okay, they're attacking me over here. Not going to do anything. I have tons of troops moving in here too, so... let's see. Who can... I'm trying to leave some of the weaker units to actually block, and actually in trying to send the units that need experience into combat. Like these weaker units that have not very much, like these guys, not very much combined arms or anything like that. Just kind of trying to send them to do secondary objectives. Kuala Lumpur, we're right there. Problem is, can we get over there? Basically, I think that's the British version of the French Foreign Legion that's attacking me. I think they're French troops fighting under an English flag. It's still... oh, that's actually... I'll land in combat. It's still set up to show... well, at least it should be. It should still be set up. Yeah, look at the organization here. Should still be theoretically set up to show me when any... and pause the game when any naval combat hits. And production... let's actually put this on prioritize upgrades. No. Let's leave it on that for a little while and let it take care of the descent here. And what we need to do is still running low on supplies here, which I'm a little bummed out about. But we seem to be doing better right here. Where are the guys that are moving away from the front? These transport planes, if we can, we can't really get them down here. I can resupply air supply, like those units. They just don't have the. They really don't have the range. Ground crew, good. We reinforced Conquer. All right, that was this place over here. Apparently, we took their victory point, which was this one right there. They only had the one. Is that Mongolian troops? It is. So look, if you see what I'm talking about here, there aren't any Soviet troops here. This is their front. And with Mongolia gone, there isn't anybody there. Let's actually move these guys up here. Or no, let's crack them. While we're sitting here, while they're trying to retreat, let's crack these units. Alright, you guys can move up as well. Maybe move you this way. Try to cut them off. Oh, who cares about that? Yeah, look at this situation here. It's rough. Is it going up? It is going up. Doing what we can. Do you think we... Well, let's take a look at the supply map mode. So this place, you know, the red hashtag is not good. Like, these guys are in good supply because I think they're getting the excess supply from Mongolia. This place looks like it's in good order. It's getting enough supplies. But if we move the planes there, it might not be. We could try, though. What I was thinking about doing is... like, improving the infrastructure in one of these regions so that the troops can move through this black region here where there's nothing. Production... Infrastructure costs 5 IC and about 6 months, it looks like. 5 months, something like that. We can try it still. Alright. We're still getting attacked down here, but that's fine. These guys are moving very slowly, but we know that's going to happen. They can wear themselves out against my lines all they want. We're making some pretty good progress right here, attacking the Mongolians. Terrain 108. Basically, terrain is the only thing that's giving them any sort of headway here, but we're gonna break them pretty soon. Let's actually just move these guys straight up here. That. Yep. There we go. Good. These guys not getting supplies. Oh, I got this pause. That's why you have to. I was like, why hasn't this guy frickin' made it here yet? Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if we can air supply these units and keep them going. They are dropping supplies. We do have basically air superiority. Organization 3.634. Waiting for that to go up. We'll give it a data tick. 6.3. It looks like it's exactly the same. Landing craft flotilla advances. That would be in where? Transport? Here. Alrighty. So yeah, like these guys still out of supplies, which I'm really kind of bummed out about. I expected to be able to get in better supplies in this region up here with it pretty... Well, just not because it's, you know, it's good supplies, but just because there's not very much here. Like, there's not... Maybe we need to spread units out a little more. Can we attack these guys over here and do any sort of damage? No. Surprisingly, no. Fine. We have good combined arms, but weather is really bad. They got terrain. They got really good leaders. So that's not going to get me anywhere. Looks like we're doing better in this flank, but that's okay, because this one really needs to kind of be that... like, I would like to have pushed it up you know, straightened it out a little bit more. But this is kind of the anvil, while this is going to be the hammer, I think. We are still moving troops out of the region. Just the supply situation is really awful. Yeah, especially right up in here. It's really bad right in here. It's like kind of okay right here. Really bad. We're just those 3 provinces. We're just not getting the supplies they need. Do we need a bigger port? Do we need a port nearby that can handle it better? Might need a better port. Alright, so now that... Yeah, these guys look like they're going to try to escape out of here, but what we're going to do is we're going to crack them by moving troops up this way. Get it, and blocking them off. I'm assuming that they're doing really poorly here, not really good. Strength, yeah. They're doing really poorly here, not really good. It's that little bug, that 99... Where if you do really, really good or really, really bad... Hey, we took Kuala Lumpur! We took their airport! I didn't actually think that was going to happen, but okay. I can work with that. They are definitely trying. It's not going to get them much. This guy can move down as well. These are just garrison units. We might be able to attack right here. I think we tried this before, though, and didn't work out well. No, it's really poor. Don't want to grind ourselves to death on that. Oop, we're going too far. This is basically just troop movement. Are any of these guys damaged? No, these guys are pretty good. Fighting the Australian Navy is kind of fun. Now, let's take a look at some of this. I know over here... Where was it? There was some place over here where the Americans, I think, were really sinking my ships. Where was it? I thought it was... Maybe I cleared it up. But let's take one of our squadrons from down here and see if we can do anything about what's going on over there. It's probably subs, so I doubt there's much we can do about it with what we got. But let's see. Who should we... Let's send these guys over here. It's right over here. Right over here, right? Naval map mode right there. So let's patrol over here. See if we could figure out who's doing that and drive them off. Are you guys doing anything? These guys are not doing a damn thing. Convoy rating. Alright. They're actually... They're starting to wear me down a little bit right here, but not that much. I think we're generally okay. Descent's going down. This 8th Australian Division's about to crack. 46. Oh, that's me attacking them up here. We can increase those odds by moving some battleships over here. Actually, we already have no. Sorry, my bad. We lost a province, lost a province. United Kingdom forced install democracy on Iraq. That's not a big deal. Yeah, you move there. I forgot that you were the gentleman who was supposed to be over here. Boom. Patrol. So what did they do with Iraq? They just overran it. It looks like they're doing a decent job fighting. The Italians got some troops in there. Italians aren't doing really much. And it looks to me like Germany is falling back. That little pocket that was right here dissolved. The Crimea is dissolving. This looks like a hole punched in the line right there if I've ever seen one. Germany seems to be doing poorly. In their allies, I see a lot of troops falling back away away from everything, which is not good in any way. We got, and man, our production is just really stagnated for a long time now. Just upgrading everyone is, and upgrades and supplies have really been doing us in. Marines, just gotta keep going. Hoping for a little naval action like we did with the Australians before. I don't know where the rest of their navy went, but I'm assuming they limped back to Australia, Maine. I'm assuming that's where they went. Now, we can't move up the coast here, so this is all non-workable area. So, I feel like what we should do is take our light troops here. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's figure out who's gonna stay behind in New Guinea here, and who's gonna leave. These guys are gonna stay. Well, I might want to do something with them later on down the road. I mean, they are free units, and they are Marines. Those are light troops, but, like, these Marines are gonna go. I feel like most of these guys don't need to be here. But for now, let's, yeah, you hang out there. You can retreat back here. You can go this way. We're still set on air intercept. How are these guys doing? Poorly. Well, they haven't been there for that long. Air combat over Burma. Not a big deal. Yep, we're gonna take that place pretty simple, like. They're wearing themselves out on this Thai infantry division. Got some Thai troops here doing actually very well, getting some experience, which I like. Yep, we won that battle. So now these troops are officially cut off. So what we're gonna do with these guys is we're gonna go like this. We're going to do logistical strikes. And I'm gonna watch this first one to see how many supplies they have built up there, which can't possibly be that many. Let's see how it works out. Supplies. They have 1,000, but they're gonna get used up and they're gonna get bombed out. Alright, so we okay up here? Okay, nope, hit that guy for me. Boom, yeah. Hopefully, when we get out of the mountains, this will be easier. So we're gonna move up. Well, you got some supplies. You don't have any supplies. Let's do this. Let's swap those guys out. Yeah. I say, didn't we just send somebody over there? I seem to think that. Remember, there were some other ones too. Oh, there's one right there. Who's the nearest unit nearby? How about you? Let's send you. Anybody else really? Okay. You down here. There we go. Was there anybody else? Down here? Oh no, we already took care of that. So you're gonna... Yep, there we go. Things are very slow. We're only progressing like a few weeks at a time. And while I got you guys here, I wanted to talk to you. I was like, I want to bring a little bit more... I want to bring more Hearts of Iron to the channel. I don't want to just completely deluge the channel with Hearts of Iron, but I did want to find a way of bringing more Hearts of Iron to the channel. And the original plan was to live stream, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with that, unfortunately. I set up the encoders and whatnot, and I was actually sitting at my computer ready to start streaming. And what's awesome about streaming straight through YouTube is that anything I stream is going to be automatically recorded and uploaded to the channel, so anybody who doesn't see the stream can still go back and watch it later. I was planning on doing that, and then it just kind of petered out. It didn't work. The encoders didn't work with Paradox games for some reason. It was a pain in the ass. Pain in my butt. It's so frustrating, too, because it works for every single thing I got except my Paradox games. Every single thing I have that I tried it on works perfectly fine, but Paradox games it will not work with. Which was just immensely frustrating for me. And you guys can well imagine that. So these guys are getting a little beat up, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. They're getting some good experience. This guy's getting some experience too. And we got some units coming in, some of these Thai units, which are actually a little bit more experienced. I'm liking that we took the airport, because that means that they have no more... Well, they have other air bases nearby. Where'd my coastal battleships go? I'm gonna need you guys. Right over here. Alright. I'm excited for Singapore to fall. I know we're going slowly, but that's kind of why I wanted to bring a little bit more Hearts of Iron to the channel. So, what I really would have loved to do was stream, I think, Italy, or maybe like Romania, something like that. Stream something that I normally otherwise wouldn't play as a series. I really like that idea. Alright, you guys could just hang out right here all damn day. Let's leave one of these units here just because this guy looks like he's taking his sweet-ass time. You guys are still doing great. Oof. They're taking... Look at the casualties they're taking, too. 40% casualties. Now, these guys should be pretty easy to wipe out and destroy, which I'm so looking forward to. When are you gonna fucking arrive? August 23rd, so 2 more days. Okay, you guys just have to hold out for 2 more days. These defensive battles it's just a meat grinder for awesome experience. That's why I love them. It's great for your experience. Oh, they moved units in up here. That's okay, we're gonna get these guys, well, actually what we can do is we could go like this, support attack. I have some battleships right over around here, don't I? Coming up. We can send them in over here and do a little shore bombardment. Okay, interceptors. Not those guys. We got some guys ready over here, basically. Let's send them down here. Ground attack, light bombers. I feel like these light bombers are good for fighting in this jungle terrain. Bomb the crap out of them. Ground attack. So let's see what happens when the battleships arrive. So that shore bombardment should do a good deal of difference. Air combat 5-on-5. So interceptors are intercepting me. They must have been flying from probably Singapore. I didn't realize there was an airbase actually right there. See, if I was the Soviets, this would scare me. Because what I plan on doing is just swinging straight up and encircling this whole front. And they don't seem to be doing too much to prevent it. Yep, they're trying to break out here again. Not gonna happen. I seriously think I must have completely lost... Let's actually rebase these guys to Japan while they're repairing. Completely lost those entire air crews, which really bums me out. Alright, these guys are good to go. These carriers down here. And... let's, we still got subs out here, right? All over the place? Ooh, yeah. It looks like down here is the most fertile area. So why don't we redeploy these guys down here? And... so... South America and Central America have been talked about a bit. I feel like I really do need to take the Panama Canal Zone. Are these guys getting anybody? They are. I feel like I need to take it. And to take the Panama Canal Zone, I need a closer base. The Galapagos has been suggested. But that's almost just as far away. So that leaves me with a theory I've got. Attacking the United States up here in their terrain, bad. Don't think it's gonna work. You know, it's like if we look at terrain up here, it's desert. There's a decent amount of plains, and there's some hills. My guys are actually really my experienced units at least are really good at fighting in rough terrain. I'm thinking the rough terrain might be my benefit. So what I was thinking about doing was, let's take a look. And now I haven't really done too much thought into this yet. Basically, probably right here. What I would really like to do is launch an invasion of Mexico. I'm looking at the terrain and whatnot. I'm thinking landing in Acapulco here. Thinking Acapulco would be good. because it would mean if I would have a front 3 across that can only be attacked from, you know, each of these can only be attacked from 2 directions. I can't be really surrounded. It's really rough terrain, which means super easy to defend in, which is what my guys are good at. That would give me Veracruz if I crossed over here. I could hold this like narrow pass right here. I think I can hold. And then what I would probably do is, you know, take 2 army corps maybe and just march south and just gobble up Central America and just bloop, 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 bloop right down. Just walk down to the Panama Canal. I don't think any of these guys are going to have very much military. Probably, you know, I could probably do, you know, make that march down there with a corps of light infantry pretty easily. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with the Panama Canal. I think it's a good idea. Using my strengths to my advantage. You know, the Americans only have... Are we attacking here? Probably. Air combat, they're attacking me again. Interceptors. Battleships are almost here. I think this is probably going to jump up into mid-20s with the shore bombardment. I'm hoping. 34, better than I expected. Good. We'll keep that up. We'll keep that up. Okay. So we got our reinforcements here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let these guys completely wear themselves out, and then I'll be able to push down this way pretty easily. Good for me. Now, these 99s is not something to worry about. It's just the bug, the game bug. Them attacking me here. Fine. Fine there. 99, 99, still fine. All good. Now, are these guys completely worn out? Did they leave any reserves here? They did leave some reserves, so we're not going to press that. Light troops are moving to cut off the British up here. Who's this? Oh, that's their interceptors. I was like, what the fuck is that? Alright, now what we're going to do... So, I have all these passenger ships here. I have all of my passenger ships here, basically. Let's... We don't need them over here. It's probably part of the reason. I got all these... I should probably try to, you know, move these guys that don't need to be in weird places away from weird places. So let's move those 20 ships back. These guys are going to come back to America. Fuck yeah. So we're going to rebase you right here with your brethren. Here? Here. Accept. Now what do we got here? We got those torpedo boats still. Got some big guns. Got some big guns. So I like that. I like those fleets I got over there, and we've moved some closer in. Convoy raiders, they are hiding here. Why don't we set... Actually, what is the range on these guys? 11,000 kilometers. Yes. That is what I need. 11,000 kilometers. I love it. I'm kind of, you know, I don't know if you guys have been able to can tell, you know, while I'm playing, but, you know, sometimes I'm like just kind of like going through the motions. I'm just like, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is what we're doing. We're making these plans. And sometimes I get really, really into it, like get really gung-ho about what I'm doing. And right now I'm really gung-ho about what I'm doing. Seriously, supply issues. Yeah, buttholes. Supply issues out the wazoo. Which is exactly why these guys are the anvil and these guys are the hammer. These guys aren't having as much trouble. So you're gonna move, you're gonna go there, and you're gonna go there. Let's boom. And boom. Like this. Let's take a look at a couple. So simplified terrain mode. This is the next nearest city. Right there. So we're actually getting relatively close to some Soviet stuff that might be of importance to them. Strength map mode. Just trying to... Theater, VPs. And there are some VPs there. Yeah, right in here, it's just god-awful. Local supply of 0. Supplied from Shanghai, 151 nodes away. Does region map mode even matter in the slightest? Has anybody ever used region map mode for anything? Just flipping through, seeing if there's anything of use down there. I'm actually pretty happy that this is going the way it's going. I mean, we're gonna break this division here. This division got its ass handed to it, but I got some needed battle experience is what I got out of that. And what I'm gonna do is after these guys are good to go, after they break, after this Indian division completely breaks, then we're just gonna have a free range south. Oh, balls. Didn't think about that. Boom. Well, we'll keep that attack going for now. Didn't really think about what was going on here, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. We're going to be sweeping down south pretty soon anyway. I'm very curious as to who's actually in Singapore and if I'm going to be able to take it. Looks like there's... Okay, whoa! So they lost 10,000 troops in that... Well, I mean, I lost 4,000, but they lost 10,000 troops in that battle. So now you guys, boom, hit them. You stay behind. You move south. You move south. See, this is why I'm not worried. We got troops moving galore. So, do you think... So they got a sub here. I really... You know what we're going to do? So I believe I have... thought I had some... Yeah, here we go. Where did I move him to? I'll have to split these guys up. Because I'm bummed that I actually lost carrier air groups. Well, also the carrier. Rebase to carrier. Because I would like these guys in action. Alright. So these guys are basically good to go. So we're going to patrol over here. I want these CAGs in combat. Alright, now let's do a preparatory attack here, see what happens. I just want to see what we're working with. Alright, so. Experience, dug in, terrain 160, territorial pride, encirclement. Alright, so. It could be worse. It could be worse. It could easily be worse. Now, let's see. What can we do to help? Do you guys have the range to get down here to Singapore? You do. Installation. And why don't we try installation, see if that helps. Like, I don't want to send you guys to your doom here. Thankfully, they don't have a ton of troops there, which is good for me. We can hopefully make them wither on the vine. All right, so what are you guys gonna bomb? They're gonna bomb the anti-aircraft guns, and they didn't do jack shit. Man, my strategic bombers suck. Maybe it's just because they don't have enough, tech put into them, but they're just not very good. So, where are you guys? Destroyers. Are they still sinking ships over here? No. Submarines. Can you do me a favor? Convoy raid right here. I want to make sure they don't get any supplies into Singapore. Alright. Oh, shit. Man, I keep doing that. Keep going long. We're at like 30 some odd minutes now. So, everybody, if you've enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave in those comments right down below. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.